At this hour, on Yom Kippur, we turn our prayers to our loved ones who are no more. Memory is crucial in Judaism. Memory is essential to who we are as a people. It binds us to others. It helps us to know to whom we belong. And in Judaism, memory is not passive, it is active. Understanding and interpretations of the past have shaped Jewish identity and collective memory throughout the ages. And Jews represent a unique fusion of history, memory, and peoplehood. In his masterwork on the subject Zachor, Jewish history and Jewish memory, the historian Yosef Chaim Yerushalmi notes that the Hebrew word for remember, Zachor, is repeated nearly 200 times in the Hebrew Bible, with both Israel and God commanded to remember the Sabbath, to remember the covenant, to remember the Exodus from Egypt. As he suggests, one might argue that the commandment to remember has been central to the survival of the Jews over thousands of years. Remember, our Torah tells us, transmit Judaism from one generation to the next by living Judaism. Memories and living go hand in hand. As we continue the sacredness of this day, we now intertwine the memories of our loved ones with our work of teshuvah, repentance. We will continue to use Mishkan HaNefesh as our guide, but I will also invite you to use the readings, the poems, the meditations in our book of remembrance as well. We will sing and read certain prayers contained within Mishkan HaNefesh together. But again, I invite you to wander the many pages of both our book of remembrance and our Machzor. Find the prayer or poem that most speaks to your personal act of memory and brings to light the loved ones you are thinking of in this moment. Even though the seats of the ones we are thinking of are empty around our tables, we can still feel their presence in our hearts and on our minds. As we enter this moment of Yizkor, we open our books to page 540 as we sing the words by Chana Senesh, Eli, Eli. the hour of memory, and this is our house of comfort. Wounded by loss, we retreat from life. Our synagogue gathers us in. Into this place, we bring stories and prayers, unanswered questions, tears that need to be shed, lives recollected and carried within us, moments of courage and laughter and pain. This day embraces them all. This place embraces us all. Now the heart opens in sorrow, for we are time's subjects, and all that we love we must lose. So let us hold fast the love that remains, and cherish the light of the sun. Today, all of us walk the mourner's path. Together, may we find strength. Page 544. Shiviti Adonai lenegdi tamid, ki mimini bal emot. Keep me, Eternal One, for in you I find refuge, and in you my soul finds its peace. Guardian of all my days, you are my cup from which I drink, and the portion of my life. I thank you for guiding my steps, for the inner voice that instructs me. I have set you before me always. With you beside me I cannot fail. So my heart is glad, my soul rejoices, and all of me can rest secure. For you will not abandon me in death. You show me the path of life, and your presence is fullness of joy. Page 548. At birth, a miracle. You light the sparks in every human soul. Emerging into light, we breathe it in, the neshama, your sacred gift of life. And every day, every breath comes to us as a miracle. The light within us, unique and precious, is with us always while we live. When breath has ceased and life has gone, the neshama returns to you. And the spark that lived inside the ones we love, unique and precious, beautiful and good, is theirs no more. Their light is ours. Their radiance now burns in us, eternal flame of memory. So we light candles to keep our love alive, to bring their light into the world. A light unique and precious, ours to treasure while we live. A ner tamid that lights our days and gives us strength to journey through the nights. Page 556. When I die, give what's left of me away to children and old men that wait to die. And if you need to cry, cry for your brother walking the street beside you. And when you need me, put your arms around anyone and give them what you need to give me. I want to leave you something better than words or sounds. Look for me in the people I've known or loved. And if you cannot give me away, at least let me live in your eyes and not in your mind. You can love me best by letting hands touch hands and by letting go of children that need to be free. So when all that's left of me is love, give me away. Page 567.
There are stars up above, so far away we only see their light. Long, long after the star itself is gone. And so it is with people that we loved. Their memories keep shining ever brightly, though their time with us is done. But the stars that light up the darkest night, these are the lights that guide us as we live our days. These are the ways we remember, as we live our days. These are the ways we remember.
Now is our time to remember. We take a moment to each personally remember our own loved ones who helped shape us into the people we are today. I invite you to focus on the meditations found on the pages of the book until page 590, or the prayers of your own hearts as we continue in silent remembrance. on page 590. Rabbi Judah taught, there are 10 strong things. Iron is strong, but fire melts it. Fire is strong, but water quenches it. Water is strong, but the clouds evaporate it. Clouds are strong, but wind drives them away. Wind is strong, but the human body bears it. Human beings are strong, but fear casts them down. Fear is strong, but wine allays it. Wine is strong, but sleep overcomes it. Sleep is strong, but death is stronger. And loving kindness survives death. Page 593.
Adonai roi lo exalt in ode she'yarbitzeni al memenochot
On the next page, in the middle, page 594, let us read this English translation of the Psalm 23 that we just heard. With God as my shepherd, I shall not want. The Eternal makes me lie down in green pastures, leads me beside the still waters, restores my soul, guides me in straight paths for the sake of God's name. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You have anointed my head with oil. My cup overflows. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I shall dwell in the house of the Eternal forever. Page 597. Our loved ones live in our broken hearts, and at times that brings some measure of healing. Their acts of kindness and generosity are the inheritance they leave behind. We feel their absence, but the beauty of their lives abides among us. As it is said, the name of one who has died shall not disappear. Our loved ones' names and their memories will endure among us. And these are the names on our lips and in our hearts. As a congregation, remember those who passed away in this past year. Miriam Grossman, Elizabeth Saxey, Marvin Bender, Donald Ostern, Elaine Garver, Robert Feldman, Eileen Burton, Virginia Gordon, Bruce Dunham, Jim Bowman, R.B. Dickerson, Moni Mayer, Joanne Strickler, Richard Berenson Stone, John Wormser, Robert Eisenbach, Jerry Suppoth, Donald Kim, Hannah Bine, Nathan Zuckerman, and Bernie Flicker.